Welcome back, learners, and let's wrap up our lesson for today. So in today's lesson, remember, we were focusing on two aspects. We were looking at the calculations with integers, where we looked at multiplication and division with integers, and we also looked at the square numbers, the cube numbers, the square roots, and the cube roots of integers. We also looked at properties of integers, where we looked at the multiplicative inverse for integers, and also the commutative, associative, and distributive properties for integers. We did look at some keywords for this lesson, and those were square number, the square root, the cube number, multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal, and also the cube root. So, some things that you need to remember when you are working with the multiplication and division of integers. When we multiply or divide numbers of the same sign, that means they are both positive or they are both negative. So when we are multiplying or we are dividing numbers that are both positive or both negative, then the result is a positive number, right? When the numbers have different signs, in other words, when one is positive and the other is negative, then the result is a negative number. Okay? Then, when squaring or cubing an integer, place the integer in brackets. You remember, you need to use your brackets so that we can know that are we squaring the whole integer, especially with those negative numbers, or are we just squaring the positive number and the negative is outside of that bracket. Next, when we multiply or divide three numbers, start by multiplying or dividing the first two numbers and then multiply or divide the third number for the final answer. So don't get confused when we are working with cubes, because now we would be multiplying or dividing a number, we would be multiplying a number by itself twice. Then lastly, when working with multiple operations, remember to work on either sides of the addition and subtraction to avoid those confusions. Let's end off our lesson with a challenge. So there are 4 different integers. Here are 8 clues to help you find out what they are. Here are the clues. The sum of the 3 lowest numbers is 0. The 2 lowest numbers are negative and consecutive. Remember, consecutive means they follow each other. The highest number is the second lowest number squared. The difference of all the numbers in order from greatest to the least is 9. The difference of all the numbers in order from the least to the greatest is a negative 17. The difference of the 2 highest numbers is 2. The sum of the 2 lowest numbers is negative 7. And the last clue there is the second lowest number plus 10 is the second highest. What are these 4 integers? Do you think you can crack that challenge? I have faith in you. I know that you will. That is it for today's lesson. Thank you for being with us, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.